Hello, I'm BX and welcome back to another feature preview. Feature previews are a weekly series I run on my channel where I show you features that are going to be included in the next big update for Minecraft Xbox and Minecraft PlayStation. I can do this by showing you PC gameplay of the relevant update, which we know for a fact is going to be 1.8 for PC, which means you can see what the feature looks like, how it works, and all these sorts of things before it does come out for the consoles. So with that said, today I'm going to be covering the Elder Guardian and the Ocean Monument. I covered the Ocean Monument briefly before when I showed off the sponges, but people obviously want to see more, so this is an Ocean Monument here. I'll be showing you around the thing until you're sick of the place, as well as 3 of the mobs that only spawn around the Ocean Monument, the Elder Guardians. These are super guardians basically, which I showed off last week, and yeah, you'll be pretty interested in those. I think so anyway, and that's what I'm showing off today. So please do like the video if you do like it, because it helps out the channel a lot and lets me know you like seeing feature previews. I want to see more stuff like this on the channel, but let's get straight into the video already, shall we? So most of the video will be in creative, but I want to show you as much as I can in survival, and 3 things I recommend if you're going to explore the Ocean Monument are a water-breathing potion, a brand new TU31 feature, a depth strider boots, again depth striders, a new TU31 enchantment, and also the night vision enchantment. So potion, this is something we can already have. So if you use those 3 things together, you're pretty well prepared for the place, and it will be a lot easier because not only is there the new Elder Guardian, which I'll be showing you today, but there's also the regular Guardian. So yeah, you just saw the Elder Guardian use one of its attacks on me. That's right, even though we can't see an Elder Guardian from here, there is 3 around us, and just being within 50 blocks of one means you're susceptible to be attacked by it. And yeah, that attack right there, it didn't seem like it did any damage. You might look at my health bar and be like, oh, it has an attack where it just covers your screen slightly. Oh, it's a jump scare attack. That's not so scary. But the thing is, it actually is, it's, oh geez, we're getting, entirely wrecked by Guardians here. But it actually is a pretty scary thing. And the reason why this is scary is because it gives you mining fatigue free. So, okay, the Guardians just run away from us. If we quickly check our thing now, you can see we've got mining fatigue free there. Why is mining fatigue free such a bad thing then, Toycat, you might wonder? So the reason that this is so bad is because mining fatigue is a really bad thing to have happen to you. I believe every level decreases your mining speed by 90%, which means when you have level 3, it takes you somewhere in the region of 400 times longer to break a block. So this block should be broken in less than a second, but it's going to take us literally minutes, longer than obsidian with our fist, if we just sit here and try and do it with a pickaxe. So yeah, it basically means that while you're, in the place, you can't break blocks, and that's why this thing's so scary, because if you want to break any of these blocks in the, in the Ocean Monument, you do need to kill the Elder Guardian first. But anyway, before we do that, let's focus on showing you around the place, because there's a few, it's kind of, slightly different each time, and it's also quite cool to explore, at least I think so anyway. So yeah, as you can see, as you walk around the place, you're going to see a lot of these Guardians. They do like to congregate here. Fortunately, they do run away from you if you run into too many, but, when you're in a big area like this, you do need to watch out for that. And you'll also eventually run into some other things. So the other things you'll run into are potentially sponges. This is the one place in the game you get sponges, as I mentioned in my feature preview video, on the sponges themselves. But also you might find the Elder Guardian. And this Elder Guardian is very, very terrifying. But yeah, let's focus on what we find first, which is going to be sponges, it seems. So yeah, sponges, obviously we can't really take these back right now because we're affected by mining fatigue. You can either wait that out, or you can bring a milk bucket with you, and you can kind of cheat your way around that way. Or not cheat your way around, but you know what I mean, kind of sneak your way around it. Or you can go and kill all 3 Elder Guardians, because while they exist, you can't really break blocks but while you're here, because you'll keep on being affected by it, and yeah, this is pretty bad. So let's go ahead and let's find one of these Elder Guardians, because like I said, there's 3 in here. How do you find them? So they're in the 3 wings of the place, like the top, the far left, and the far right, so you just need to look one of those places. So for instance, if we head to the right here, I'm gonna end up getting lost here and just having to break through. If we head to the right here, again, this is that's what I really like about this place. It is kind of like a maze. You saw that big room I was in earlier, and it's a maze where you're trying to find these deadly mobs, and you're also being attacked by deadly mobs the whole time too. So, yeah, I'm bad at navigating mazes for this video, so I'm going to quickly just go into creative so I can show you these things. Like I said, for the sake of our safety, we're going to have to do that anyway, because, yeah, if you go to any of these wings, so if we just fly up here, through the roof, if you go to up here, the equivalent of up here, or if you go to either one of these little side things here, you will find an Elder Guardian. So these only spawn 3 times naturally per world. Also, let's grab ourselves a night vision potion just so you can see better. These only spawn 3 times per, 3 times per Ocean Monument, and getting more than 1 per world will be tricky. But yeah, that means that in theory, your average number of these is going to be less than 3, because a lot of worlds won't have them. So yeah, we just break in through here. You can see the Elder Guardian. So this is the thing that pops on your screen. The thing that makes this so terrifying is not only that it's just a massive Guardian, you can see, compared to a regular Guardian, it's something like 5 times the size, but it's also so terrifying because it doesn't care about, with regular Guardians, when you attack them, they try to run away from you. This one does not. This one has so much health that it's just going to keep on attacking you, using its lasers, doing all its crazy stuff, and it's pretty terrifying. So, yeah, once you kill these 3 things, they'll stop being able to mining fatigue you, which, by the way, the mining fatigue does make it slightly harder to actually kill them, because you can see my sword swings slower. Yeah, as well as when you kill them, which takes a very long time because they have 40, hearts or 80 health points, you actually get yourself a sponge, you'll get some prismarine, and you get a chance at some real fish, so that's always nice too. If you want to, actually take any of the blocks here, you need to go all the way around this ocean monument and find all 3 of them, so let's see if we can find a second one. If not, we'll go through a wall, and yeah, that's kind of how you need to do this thing. So that's what I think is so cool about the ocean monument. It is a whole, opportunity to explore, and it's basically, I'd say the Elder Garden is kind of like a boss mob, like the way it's around. It kind of like how the Ender Dragon, it's not amazingly tricky, but it's surrounded by the lower mobs. The Elder Guardian isn't quite as strong as the Ender Dragon, of course, but the Guardians are going to help out quite a bit. So if we head through the wall here, you can see, okay, there we go. This leads to the wing, and then from the wing, you can find the thing over there. So, yep, there's an Elder Gun. So, yeah, these things are so intimidating, and, of course, you're underwater, you're the one at pressure, make sure you bring your water and your depth strider, or you might just have a tricky time here. Also, like with regular Guardians, we'll go to survival for a second and potentially die here. Like with regular guns, so let's just pray we don't die, I guess. Like with regular Guardians, when you attack it, you do take damage too. Also, it's laser, the same laser that the Guardians have. Not only does it hit through armor like the other ones do, but it does more damage than a regular Guardian. So yeah, this thing's pretty bad. You can use the scenery around here to your advantage. That's what I do quite like about it, but it doesn't mean that you should watch out. Also, it just gives me more mining fatigue, because like I said, if you're near these things, they'll keep on doing that. So yeah, I really do quite like the idea of this fight, because it's underwater mayhem. The kind of reward you bring prepared. Like, you can do this without a water-breathing potion by just making some air holes if you really need to, but it's going to be so tricky to do that, because, if I need to get water air, I can just quickly do this for a second, and then boom, a bit of air. But that's going to be a very tricky way of actually getting things done. And when you need to kill all these Guardians, it's going to be kind of cool like that. So yeah, we've got one Elder Guardian left to kill, so let's just go into creative and do that. Because you'll see that when I do that, then when my mining fatigue runs out, it'll run out for good, and I can actually go through and mine all the blocks here. But yeah, this is I really do quite like admire the the ocean monument for all its things. So let's just mine up, because we'll find it up here eventually. Because it has, this rare mob, it has, 2 new mobs, and one of them is this really cool one to kill, and I think that's pretty cool like that. So, yeah, if we can just, let's just break all the way out of this place, and then we'll find the last ones. Okay, here it is. So, yeah, this is the last Elder Garden. They're all equal. There isn't, like, a head one and, like, the other ones. It's just once you kill 3 of them, they'll kill all of them. These don't despawn, like with other mobs. However, technically speaking, if you spawn in the temple, then you go to peaceful, it will kill them that way. So, if you just need the blocks and you don't really care and you're kind of willing to cheat, you can do that, but I really wouldn't recommend it. I think the fight of having to go through this makes it so much cooler, because now if I drink my milk, obviously you can do that anyway, but if I just wait for it to run out, what actually happen is now I have the ability to mine blocks again, so I can go through and I can get all these cool blocks that I want to take with me. Because the thing about the ocean monument that is so cool is it brings a lot of cool new blocks. You can see we've got we've got this cool little sea lantern thing. We've got the prismarine. We've got in its various forms, and it's also got the sponges. And you can take all of those. So let's go show them on the land. You can take them home and you can make stuff out of them after you do that. So yeah, the ocean monument is a cool little quest. I think that's everything you need to know about them. As I said, people were asking to see more and more of it last week. Hopefully that's everything you could possibly want to know about the ocean monument. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments down below and I'll try and answer them. But yeah, here you can see the 4 blocks on the land. I really do like these these sea lanterns, and the other blocks are pretty cool too. I think making a house out of this is something that would be pretty cool. And yeah, let me know in general if you have any questions, or if you just have any comments. Like, do you think the Elder Garden is cool? Do you think having to kill 3 of them is just too much? Let me know in the comments down below. And otherwise, I very much appreciate a like on the video, because it helps out the channel a lot and lets me know you do like it. Share if you really liked it, and subscribe if you're new around here. I make videos like this every single day on my channel, and if you subscribe, you'll see them daily on your homepage. Thank you for watching. Check out the playlist to see more TU31 or whatever ends up being called, TU32 feature previews. And other than that, I'll see you all in the next video. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.